go ahead and talk about the fight, the main event. None other than Canelo returns to form in a dominant win over Jermell Charlo. And what's next? Well, let's keep it real. Jermell Charlo let down the black delegation. Let's just keep it real, okay? We're the black folks was distraught. They was in just shocked that this man did all that talking for the last 10 years and went in the ring and became a great track star. The guy was just running around. And that was absolutely dumb to me because I felt that Charlo had the type of power that you can stop a guy with. It doesn't matter what weight he's coming at. He throws his punches so well that he could park a guy. Well, it didn't work out like that. Canelo went in there and was absolute art. He went in there fearless, ready to fight, and Charlo just couldn't handle that animal. That's all it is. And, guys say from a distance they can handle the animal, but they get in the ring and things get different. And I know a lot of people probably look at this and say, well, he was well paid. So what was the point of actually fighting the guy? Yeah, I want to say that as well, too. But I think that the moment was too much for Charlo. Let's keep it real. It happens. It happens. I've seen it happen to so many great fighters, so many guys that we thought were exceptional, top-notch, great fighters. They get into the biggest fight of their careers and they can't handle the moment. The moment's just too big for them. It's too many people here. We're not in Kansas anymore. We don't have the friendly confines of Houston knowing that I need to go and knock this dude out because I got all my cousins here. No, we're in Vegas where it's put up or shut up. And you know what? I felt what happened. Charlo was thinking way too damn much, and he ain't never had to think that much in his life. He's not that smart of a guy. Let's just keep it real. He's smart in the ring, punching on people, but come on, you guys seen what the guy's been on his whole career, and that intimidation factor that he usually uses was on full muzzle this week because he didn't talk any trash to Canelo. And that was the first sign that I had that he wasn't going to win this fight because the guy didn't tell Canelo he was going to F him up. He tells every single other boxer he's ever fought that he was going to tear him up and hurt him. And he angry, he mad. No, we had this kumbaya. I'm in love with life. Blah, 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 blah. While Canelo's sitting up in there, I got points to prove. See, they got two different mentalities. One was just happy about being there, and the other one knows that he has to show and prove because he wants to ensure that he's still the face of boxing. That's why we tell you guys all the time when it comes to boxing, it's levels to it. And right now, from what you saw Saturday night, Canelo Alvarez is on a whole different level than Jermell Charlo. And let's just keep it real. But I'm going to use this point before I wrap this up. I know that Derrick James is getting a lot of flack for what happened Saturday night, what happened with Errol Spence, what happened with Frank Martin barely winning his fight, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you're putting too much emphasis on the trainer. The trainer tells you what you can do and hopes you can do it, and you guys try to come up with a game plan to execute. But if that game plan doesn't get executed, it's, to me, more on the boxer than it is on the trainer because it's a game of survival. And so at the end of the day, it's up to you to want to survive. And I felt like Charlo was up to surviving, but he wasn't up to winning the fight. That's the whole thing. And Derrick James didn't pull it up out of him because he didn't want to get it pulled up out of him. He wasn't. Sometimes it's just, what the hell am I talking? What the hell am I doing here? And I truly do feel before you jump all over Derrick James and say he needs to be fired and all that good stuff, did you guys say fire Freddie Roach after Manny got knocked out by Marquez? Did you guys say fire Eddie Reynoso after Canelo lost embarrassingly to Bivol? And then looked like utter dookie against John Ryder. And then, also with Valdez losing as well too. Did everybody say fire Eddie Reynoso? No. No. They put it on the boxer. So have that same energy for Derrick James as well too. Derrick James is just a trainer. He's not a fixer. These guys were already really talented boxers, and all what happened is they met their match. That's all it is, and that's boxing. And at the end of the day, it was a great week for the sport. It was a great night for the sport. And you know what? At the end of the day, we got ourselves another great fight with names. You know what I mean? It wasn't a great fight in theory, but it was a great fight because the names that were there. But it wound up being what it usually is 80% of the time. Big names, little pizzazz. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But before I wrap it up, congratulations to Canelo. Congratulations to Team Canelo. And congratulations to everybody that was involved in this event as well, too. Tom Brown, you did it again, brother. And that's three $20 million gates in a row for the PBC crew in their pay-per-view events. So with that, that's going to be a wrap on boxing for today. Let's go ahead